Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Once again, Joe Nice coming to you as always, live and direct on a January 15, 2021, January 15, 2021, 1152021, a special edition, a quick edition. We're only going to go about 15 minutes today. Today would have marked the 92nd birthday of one of the greatest Americans and one of the greatest human beings in the history of the world, or as I like to say sometimes, the history of history, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He would have been 92 years old today. He fought for justice. He fought for humanity. He was born on this date in Atlanta, Georgia. He was assassinated on April 4th, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee at a hotel. He died at the ripe old age or young age of 39 years old. On Monday is the actual national observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I will make sure that I do my due diligence and devote an entire live and direct conversation to the works of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I will make sure to do that. And that will also be in advance of the next day, which is the next episode of the Joe and Cat Chat series. The next episode of the Joe and Cat Chat series involves Joe Biden's cabinet. And we are going to discuss all of the members that have been appointed or nominated for Joe Biden's cabinet. And there's a lot of people to talk about, and there's a lot of issues that I have with all of these people. So we're going to discuss that. And then Wednesday is the presidential inauguration. You are not getting anywhere near Washington, D.C. right now. You're not getting anywhere near any important buildings in Washington, D.C. today, and realistically until the inauguration, and maybe for a few days after the inauguration. So you're not getting near the Capitol building. You're not getting anywhere near the White House. You're not getting anywhere near any of the buildings that comprise the Senate building, which is actually on the back left of the Capitol building, or any of the three buildings that comprise all 435 offices or more of the House of Representatives. You're not getting anywhere near those. They're on Independence Avenue in Southeast Washington, D.C. You're not anywhere near those. But I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about what we all learned about, which is Joe Biden's stimulus plan. It is a $1.9 trillion package, a $1.9 trillion package. This package includes $1,400 checks. This package includes a proposal to raise the federal minimum wage to $15. This package includes $400 of federal unemployment assistance per week, in addition to what you are already receiving in your state benefit package. This includes $3 billion for WIC, Women, Infants, and Children. This is a federal program that provides grants for postpartum mothers to get them post nutrition education, healthcare referrals, prenatal care, postnatal care, and food. $1 billion of nutrition help for United States territories, Guam, Puerto Rico, Mariana, I think the Marshall Islands, if I'm not mistaken. $5 billion for homelessness. The eviction moratorium extends the eviction moratorium until September 2021. In fact, the exact date I think is September 21st, 2021, which is the same day that the extra $400 per week expires. It expires on September 21, 2021. And for those that love music, you should know the significance and importance of September 21st. If you know the Earth, Wind, and Fire song, September, the first line of the song says, "Do you remember the 21st night of September?" So strangely enough, the eviction moratoriums and unemployment end on Earth, Wind, and Fire Day. Strange but true. $350 billion for states, $130 billion to reopen schools, $25 billion for rental assistance, $20 billion for public transit, $3,000 for child tax credits, and I think $450 per child for earned income credits, if I'm not mistaken. So what did you not hear in all of this? What you did not hear was student loan deferral. What you did not hear was student loan forgiveness. What you did not hear was Medicare for all. What about these things? What about student loan forgiveness? In the beginning, it was, hey, we're going to reduce or eliminate $50,000 of student loan debt. Then it's $10,000 debt. Biden gets into office now. We're not going to do anything about student loan debt, or at minimum, doing increasing the deferral time. Because there's still loads of people that can't make their student loan payments, including someone like me that has 2 master's degrees and a pile of student loan debt. What about extending? The plan talks about expanding access to healthcare. What about just giving everybody healthcare? Joe Biden said, hey, you know what? If Medicare for all gets on my desk, I'm vetoing that bill. Again, why did we vote for him? Why did we put this man in office? Biden promised $2,000 checks. $2,000 checks is the reason that Raphael Warnock and Jon Ossoff defeated David Perdue and Kelly Loeffler in the senatorial race in Georgia. $2,000 checks. The check, this wasn't, oh, hey, we'll give you $600 up front, and then we'll give you another $1,400 on top of that. That wasn't the deal. The deal was $2,000 checks, $2,000, not $1,400 or $600 or $600 or $1,400 or $20 here. Look, these $2,000 checks are not layaway plans. They're $2,000 checks. That's what we were promised. That's what we were promised. Plus, what else did you not hear in this bill? Nothing involving retroactive payments. Nothing. So for the 9 months that people weren't receiving anything, or they received whatever unemployment they were able to receive on a $1,200 check and a $600 check that was on a bill that just passed about 3 to 4 weeks ago, that was it. Not a single bit of retroactive money in all of this. Where are the retroactive payments? You approved $740 billion for the war machine. Where are the retroactive payments? There's a whole bunch of people that have been struggling since this pandemic that have lost a lot of money as a result of their businesses closing and job loss. Not a single retroactive payment in any of this at all. Nothing. Moreover, why are we talking $400 a week? Why? Why is it $400 a week? Why is it? It should be $600 a week. And why are we talking $2,000 a month? The monthly amount we should be receiving is $2,600 per month. And you're like, Joe, that seems like an arbitrary figure. Actually, I'll break down the math for you because I'm the type of brother that gives you the information you need. All right, $15 an hour times a 40-hour work week is a $600 wage. $600 per week in wages. $600 a week times 52 weeks equals $31,200 per year. $31,200. $31,200 divided by 12 months, which is the amount of months in a 12-month year, is $2,600 per month. $2,600 per month. The minimum monthly payment we should be fighting for is $2,600 a month, not $2,000 a month. Because if we're going to talk a $15 minimum wage, the monthly amount that should be earned, the monthly payment we should be receiving based upon a $15 minimum wage should be equal to the amount of money we are being paid per hour based upon the federal minimum wage standard, which is now going to be supposedly $15 per hour. 15 times 40, 600. 600 times 52, 31,200. 31,200 divided by 12, $2,600. $2,600. And you know, the worst part of all of this, is all the politics that were being played. Because Nancy Pelosi, let's not forget, Nancy Pelosi around September, the White House, Larry Kudlow, Steve Mnuchin said, hey, you know what? Pelosi, here's $1.8 billion, all stimulus. No fluff, no pork, no nothing. Just here's $1.8 trillion. $400 a week payments retroactive to the expiration of the CARES Act. $1,200 checks go out the door immediately. Here you go. All you got to do is sign it, and we'll get our people in the Senate to approve it. Nancy Pelosi said, no. We want $2 billion. We want 2.2. I'm not $2 billion. We want $2.2 trillion. $2.2 trillion. What ended up happening? Nancy Pelosi ended up playing games, and the American people who remain unemployed ended up with a $600 check and $300 per week up until the middle of March. March 10th, March 11th, March 12th. That's what we ended up with. And then here's the mediocrity of the politicians that we have in the United States. Joe Biden is going to come in on this quote unquote white horse from the White House and offer a slightly better deal than what Steve Mnuchin and Larry Kudlow from Trump's White House offered to Nancy Pelosi back in September. In terms of money, because in terms of money, this is a $1.9 trillion deal. Mnuchin, Kudlow, and obviously Donald Trump said, yeah, $1.8 trillion. Biden's bold plan is $1.9 trillion. And Nancy Pelosi is going to call this a down payment on stimulus relief. Well, quite honestly, I think this is all we are going to get. I think this is all we are going to get. Just to make sure everybody understands what's really going on here. Larry Kudlow, Steve Mnuchin offered $1.8 trillion to Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi said, no, we want $2.2 trillion. Ro Khanna, one of the quote unquote progressive members of the House of Representatives, implored Nancy Pelosi to take that $1.8 trillion because that was a good deal and that might have been as good as we were going to get. What we ended up getting was half of that as terms of $900 billion and then $300 a week and no retroactive payments. The plan that the White House was offering Pelosi gave you $1,200 checks immediately, $400 a week, retroactive to the end of the CARES Act. Even worse than all of this, President Trump could have called Nancy Pelosi's bluff and said, hey, you know what? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this. Yeah, go ahead. We'll go ahead with that. In fact, we'll give you even more money. And to top it all off, Joe Biden, who is the principal architect of many of the neoliberal and policies and austerity measures that led to the socioeconomic downturn and destruction of America in 2021. He's going to look like a hero because of all of this. He's going to look like a hero because of all of this. He's going to do the bare minimum for American people, and he has an opportunity to become one of the most wildly popular presidents of my lifetime or any lifetime, simply for being mediocre and doing the bare minimum. And I think everybody knows about Joe Biden's policy and Joe Biden's craziness and some of the stuff that he's done. Hey, sweetheart, Parker, hey, come on over. Come on over. All right, my daughter's hanging out with me right now. She's chopping it up. She's in the place to be. Yo, come on in. Get you. Actually, you know what? Let me.
Hello.
All right. Look, tell the people about Joe Biden.
Let's see. Well, he wrote a crime bill where he wrote if you get caught selling drugs, then you're gonna go to prison and people would still go to jail if they were using drugs, but Joe Biden said that if you get caught selling drugs, you're most likely to go to jail than people using drugs. And then he made a lot of people go to jail for no reason.
There you have it. There you have it. 10-year-old girl dropping signs on y'all. 10 years old. 10 years old. All right? If she knows this, and you got to get back to class soon, baby, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to start up in a few minutes. Well, we're not going to talk Kamala Harris, kid. We'll do that another time. We'll do that another time. Okay? But look, if a 10-year-old girl can go ahead and drop the signs on Joe Biden, all right, about the crack bill in 1988 that instituted mandatory minimum sentencing for drug offenders, the crime bill of 1994, which militarized the police and put a whole bunch of money into local and state prisons, into state and national prisons, and privatized prisons. All right, reestablished the federal death penalty and criminalized non-payment of child support. Joe Biden did that. Just remember it. Joe Biden put the RAVE Act on the books. What about the Counterterrorism Act of 1995, which ultimately, real quick, baby, that's going to make a noise. Thank you, sweetheart. Which ultimately became the Patriot Act, which opened the doors for mass surveillance. That's Joe Biden. He did all of that. He supported the repeal of Glass-Steagall, which led to the financial crisis of 2008. And then Barack Obama bailed all of those banks out by kicking people out of their homes. And then a whole bunch of people who owned the banks, thank you, and a whole bunch of people that ended up owning the banks not only got bailed out with stimulus money, but they also made money on the sale of all of those foreclosed homes. What about NAFTA? Joe Biden was the main architect of NAFTA, which crushed labor unions, sent a whole bunch of good-paying union jobs overseas, and further increased wealth inequality in the United States. Joe Biden did all that. Joe Biden is the architect of the reason why America is in the situation it is now. And he's doing the bare minimum, and he's going to be looked at as a hero. Joe Biden should not get credit for putting out a fire that he helped to start. America has more crises that we are dealing with right now: biological, economic, social, and environmental. It's crazy. Let's get to a couple comments before I get out of here. Alex, Joe Nice for president. I can't be president, bro. Can't be president for two reasons. One, I was not born in the United States. I was born in England, so I by default cannot be a president. Second, they're probably not going to let another black person be president of the United States. But if you want to be president, baby, I'll vote for you.
Obviously, because I'm your daughter.
I
What do
know.
you expect?
I know, but don't screw up the country.
Be quiet. I'm
Don't
not Donald Trump.
Don't screw it up.
Rude.
Anthony, disgusting. Quote, vote for me and I'll give you $2,000 checks. It's not vote for me and I'll give you an additional $1,400 from the $600 you already see from my opponent to complete the $2,000 I'm promising. Anthony, spot on, gold star of the day. You get all the scratch and sniff stickers. You're damn right. Because look, that's what he was supposed to be. It was $2,000, not $1,400 and $600 or $500 and $1,500 or $300 and $1,700 or here's $1,900 down and we'll pay you the $100 later. This is not layaway. Ryan, she's the best hype person you could have. Props. You know what? She's the best person ever. We're talking about you, baby.
Oh, no, thank you.
You're right? Talking about you, baby girl. All right? Future president of the world.
No.
Okay.
It's probably not going to happen because I'm black. So.
Oh, yeah, there is that. But you know what?
Hi, I'm Joe Biden. I wrote a crime bill because people get caught selling drugs have to go to jail, unlike other people who you're using drugs. Hi, I'm Joe Biden. And yes, I do bad stuff and I don't care.
That's him. That's him. Carter saying, yes, Joe. What's going on, brother? Look, again, don't believe. Public Enemy said it years ago. Public Enemy said it back in 1986, if I'm not mistaken, or 87. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. Please don't believe it. This $1.9 trillion stimulus bill is terrible. It's terrible. And the mainstream media is going to pump it up and say, oh my gosh, this is amazing legislation. No, it's not. Where's the health care for everybody? Where's the student loan forgiveness for everybody? Where's the federal jobs plan or federal jobs guarantee? Where's the Green New Deal? Where is it? Where's the grand plan to make sure that everybody has broadband internet access everywhere? Where is it? Yes, baby.
All right. It goes like the thing where you go, drop the ball.
Medicare for all. Don't drop the ball for Medicare for all. That's what we were talking about the other day. 40 of us walking around Capitol Hill, and then 15 cops show up.
For no reason. They're standing in the back of what was it again?
The back of one of the buildings of House of Representatives.
Building of a House of Representatives, and 15 police officers come and say, hey, you guys got to get out of here. We're going to arrest you. And then this guy that made the thingy happen said, well, we have a permit that we're allowed to stay here. A police said, I don't care. Get off.
Terrible. This is what's happening. You're seeing it. You weren't even there. I was telling you about this, and you got to see one of the videos that I was in. But look, don't believe the hype. Don't let people fool you. Y'all get to the comment, baby. I got you. Ryan, what's up, Ryan? What it is, buddy? Carter's saying a lot of emojis. The youth of the future. She's got it. Of course, she's the youth of the future. Plus, she's my daughter. I'm gonna make sure she's the future. I'm gonna make sure she's the future.
Think right.
You already know what it is. But look. Don't let the mainstream media fool you about this stimulus package. This stimulus package is only marginally better than what the White House was offering a few months back that Nancy Pelosi turned down. This is mediocre. This is terrible. Again, if the biggest banks in the world and the richest 1,000 people in the United States can get $4.7 trillion between the HEROES Act, the HEALS Act, and the CARES Act, how come the American people are only getting $1.9 trillion? And of this, I think $1.1 trillion actually goes to people. Why? We need to do better. We need to consistently hold Biden's feet to the fire and all the Democrats' feet to the fire. This is an unacceptable bill. This is unacceptable. We should demand more. We should be getting more.
Black lives do matter.
Hi.
Daddy is very smart because he voted for David Chauvin.
No.
Oh, wait.
No.
Oh,
Howie
no.
Hawkins.
Howie Hawkins. David
The Green
Chauvin, the
Party.
guy who killed
George Floyd.
I'm sorry, I got him mixed up.
It was a different
Daddy
guy.
voted for
Howie Hawkins
Howie Hawkins because he's actually good, unlike.
He actually had a plan. He actually had something to plan.
And every time Daddy takes me to gymnastics or dryland for diving, there's his house. There's like this huge field, and there's this house right next to it. It says this huge sign that says Trump and Pence on it. And Biden's won. Take it down. Nobody cares about Trump anymore.
I agree.
Okay, bye. I gotta go to school.
All right.
Peace.
There it is. 10 years old. 10 years old. Giving y'all the business. Giving y'all the business. She was like, Daddy, can I get on today? I want to say some stuff. I'm like, all right, baby. Yeah, go for it. You got it. Whatever you need, you want to talk about, you can talk about it. 10 years old. Look, let me tell you something. When I was 10 years old, I wasn't thinking like this.
Well, yeah, because your dad was not nice.
But that too. That Parker, that's a whole other conversation, baby. That's a whole other conversation, baby. But look.
Touch it.
Yeah, that's right. I had knee surgery when I was 10 years old. On both knees, my gosh, yeah.
Because he had a skin condition.
No. I had what happened was I had cartilage in both of my knees that needed to be taken out.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. It was terrible. My knees were terribly bad shape. But look, you're still saying that? Don't drop the ball for Medicare for all. My gosh. Look, don't let the Democrats fool you into believing this bill is the real deal and is the authentic business. Don't let them fool you into that. On top of that, don't let these people think that Joe Biden is going to be the hero and the great white savior that's going to save America from the problems that he helped to create. Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. Joe Biden is the reason why we are in this situation right now, why there is so much wealth inequality. Joe Biden is the reason why cops indiscriminately kill Black people. Joe Biden is the reason why there's a whole lot of Black and brown people in jail for a lot longer prison sentences than required. Joe Biden is the major reason why we don't have a health care plan that covers everybody in the United States. Joe Biden is the reason why the richest billionaires consistently get richer and the poorer keep getting poorer. Joe Biden is the reason for all of that. Don't give him credit that he is not deserving of. Please don't. Ryan saying, we finally get to see the ghost writer, ghost producer, and ghost director. Yeah, Parker's driving the bus. No question. Parker's driving the bus. Full control. Youngest in charge. We know, baby. All right, look. Anyways, I'm up and out. Baby girl wants some sushi, so I'm going to pick her up some sushi while she gets back online. All right? Hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Please stay safe. Please protect yourself at all times. It's the first rule of boxing, and it might as well apply to everything that's happening around the country. Protect yourself at all times. I'll be back Monday. I'm going to devote quite a bit more time to the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King on MLK Day, which is Monday, federal holiday. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about a lot of what he stood for, talk about his speeches, where he grew up. There's a lot more to discuss. We're going to talk about all of that. All right? All the best. Take care. Likewise, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it. Peace.